finally made it to Super RetroCon, guys. We're about to walk in, and right off the bat, what do I see? Right there in the distance, the Knight Rider car, a DeLorean right over there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be bloody fantastic. I always enjoy these statues. Now, if you guys remember, these were here last time. That was here last time. But this statue is new. Awesome. Does Keith Coogan wear a wig, or does he have a short?
Coogan.
I'm sorry, Coogan.
Is this a wig, or did I really grow my hair?
So my brother said it's real, and I said wig. No, I said because at the end of the movie, you come out with your hair all nice and neat, just like this.
And it is.
Confirm?
It is a real wig.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a wig.
That's
so
right.
They made two $3,000 a piece handmade laced wigs.
Yes.
And which was amazing. I had my hair in a crew cut from a movie I'd done prior, so we just removed the wig for the end of the movie when I'm all clean cut. But I'm getting my wig done, and I look up and I see a picture of my grandfather.
Oh, nice.
Coogan,
nice, okay.
With this terrible toupee, and I go, why do you have a picture of my grandfather? And it was Wigs by Ziggy in Burbank. He was about to retire. He was an old, like, classic,
nice,
working for Warner Brothers. And he goes, oh, your grandfather's press agent thought he needed a toupee for personal appearances in the 60s.
That's
so
amazing.
The same guy that made toupees for my grandfather made Kenny's wig in Don't Tell Mom and Babysitter.
And Keith, the best thing about this is my brother, I won the bet.
You won the bet.
I get $25 and I got to meet this great guy. They have some BMX things set up. I think they're gonna do a show later. The RetroCon is going ballistic. It's so amazing. That's where the celebrities are, right back there. So so far so good. 2 purchases so far. Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Here we go. Oh yeah, with the flip, man. Nice. Dude. A+. Awesome. That's so cool. And oh yeah, there we go. Awesome. So cool. So Fears back in the 80s and 90s made a very sad attempt at trying to do skateboarding, and I sucked miserably.
Many hours later.
Super RetroCon in Kissimmee, Florida. Great con. We got voice actors, on-screen talent.
Best 80s actor ever right here.
Ah, stop it.
Yeah. So I got a couple of questions.
Okay.
One, it's an honor and a pleasure to meet you, man.
Hello,
So
how are you?
This is amazing. So first question, I love Toy Soldier.
Toy Soldier,
That's
yeah.
my favorite thing that you've done.
Uncle! This is coffee.
First question, I've always wanted to know, it's a big school. Was that a military school, or what type of school was that?
So the Miller Academy is featured in Major Payne.
Okay.
You recognize it on the poster for Major Payne, that brick kind of old school. And it was built in 1881. It was a preparatory school for armed forces.
Okay.
They went later, after Toy Soldiers, they went co-ed and all this other stuff, but it was an all-boys school, and we used the real students as the kids in the school.
That's awesome.
If they had A's and all that stuff and were good, then they could participate in the extra program and be a part of it. Some set dressing went missing.
Oh, Lord.
Sean Astin and Will Wheaton's room, and they would miss snowboards and CDs, and they put in a note out to the school.
Okay.
If they show up back on set, no one's getting expelled.
Got
the
it.
next day, everything showed up back on set.
So,
Good
since
kids,
you brought up Sean Astin, favorite scene to do with him and Will Wheaton of all time in that movie?
As long as we're in our underwear, it's a good scene.
That is.
In Toy Soldiers, yes.
Yes, I love it.
Wrestling Will Wheaton, and people are like, "Are you stuffing down there, Keith?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Nah, just excited."
No, that's all you, man. That's all you. So, what do you take away from these cons? And when did you start doing cons?
Oh, I started doing cons 2013.
Okay.
Scotty Schwartz said he was throwing a con in LA, a celebrity show, and I met my wife at my very first autograph convention.
And I met her. Sweetest dear ever.
She was not a fan of me. She had no idea who the hell I was. Yes.
So you had to work at it.
Oh yeah, I still got to work at it.
That's
and now
great.
she's, most agents, managers, they get 10%, 20%. It's my wife, so she gets 50%. She
That's
takes
awesome.
good care of me at the show.
That's amazing, Keith.
Yeah.
So next question. A lot of people like all your old work and stuff, but I want to know what's the new thing. What is Keith doing in 2022? Any new projects?
You gotta see my guest appearance on The Rookie on ABC.
Okay.
It's a very explosive guest spot.
Can you say anything about the character?
I blow up with dynamite. They blow me up with
Okay, I was
dynamite.
going to ask.
It's pretty awesome.
Hush. Now, I think it would be sacrilegious if I didn't talk about Knight Rider. So, how many days on set were you, and what was your favorite feature about the car?
I think they were shooting episodes in 8 days, so our television took 8 days back in the 80s.
Okay.
There were 9 cars, a fiberglass one that was empty for stunts.
Okay.
Supercharged for driving. They had one where the seat itself was the driver.
Oh,
wearing
awesome.
a headrest thingy in it, so it looked like they could autopilot. They had an interior that had all the lights and the dash working and everything like that. Yeah, so multiple kits, and they would do the stunt coordinating with Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars.
That's awesome.
And it was the same stunt coordinators that did Dukes of Hazzard. So they would bring out their little cars and then show how they're going to shoot.
What's your best feature on the car? Like if you picked one thing, because he's got the scanner and the lasers and all that.
For sure, I think mine was one of the first where they had the kind of like there was a few episodes where it only kind of flashed red when you talked.
The
and
scanner,
then they did
the
one.
Scanner.
Oh, the scanner, which we all know
Yeah.
is from Battlestar Galactica.
Absolutely.
It's the Cylon.
Yes.
And Glenn A. Larson was the same producer of Battlestar Galactica as Knight Rider. He physically grabbed one of those, stuck it on the front of the Trans Am,
Oh my
and
gosh.
that is Knight Rider as we know it.
I'm a big fan of all your work, but I have to ask, Ventures and Babysitting, what was the toughest scene to film out of that entire film?
Anything where I was standing next to Elizabeth Shue and had to just keep my crap together.
She's
because I had a
beautiful, man.
huge crush on her. Also standing in front of Vincent D'Onofrio, who had just come off playing a crazed killer in Full Metal Jacket, and I'm a huge Stanley Kubrick fan, so I'm all over him.
Yes.
He really was in character. He's a method actor.
Absolutely.
And was quite imposing. And
I'm a method YouTuber.
I'm definitely scared of Vincent D'Onofrio, but I got a chance to see him a few years ago. And he's so talented. He's such a sweet guy. It was.
So what type of advice would you give like YouTubers and people that want to get into the business? Because I have a day job and I still do my day job, and on the weekends I pursue my dream and I film anything and everything. What would be a piece of advice for YouTubers and a piece of advice for like actors that want to get in the business?
You're never ready. It's always you're never prepared. You are always going to be judgmental, and that's going to be the number one thing that stops you from producing stuff. Do it bad. Do 10 of them bad.
Okay.
Get better. Just keep at it. Producing, doing it. There is a value in just doing it and creating and putting something out there. And this is a Martha Graham quote. She's a great choreographer and dancer.
Yes.
And she said, in all of the universe, all of existence, there is only one of you.
One John
There's
Pierce.
only one of your voice. And if you edit it, if you stop it, if you block it, it will be lost forever. So
I gotta say, I'm one of the most hardest working YouTubers. I edit, I star in it with my friend Randall. I'm sometimes shooting behind the scenes, then Randall's like, John, you're tired. Let me have the camera. I do everything. So yeah.
So the tail end of the quote is, ours is not to judge. Ours is not to place a value on. As an artist, your job is to keep the channel open, meaning just keep producing. Put it up. You have an idea, shoot it. You don't like it, recut it, shoot it again. And you, in the doing of it, that starts to build a community. And also the Justin Bieber thing. Justin Bieber wasn't discovered overnight by Scooter Braun.
Oh, yeah.
He grabbed him and they went to a mall, and they went to a record store, and they got 10 people to sign a thing, and they handed out cards. Go to the YouTube site and watch the video. Mall after mall, record store after record store, then there's a crowd of 100.
Because he started off as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was fake. He didn't start out as a YouTuber. This was part of a 1-year plan.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
So he didn't just put it on YouTube and it was a million hits.
Oh, okay.
It was a year of Scooter taking Justin from all of these places, handing out cards with the YouTube channel address. Watch the video, watch the video.
Nice.
At the end of 1 year, they hit 1 million views, and Scooter went to the record company and go, look, I just discovered this kid overnight. So it's the work you don't see behind writing down. If you have an idea, write it down. If you don't write it down, it never happened. and you're gonna forget it. Write it down, put it in notes on your phone. And then when you're feeling creative, go back and look at your notes and go, okay, I think I know how to break story on that or how to get something out. So just keep doing it, that's all I can say.
Awesome, thank you so much. My next question is I do a little bit of acting and interviewing. I have tons of interviews from famous people. I try to interview as many famous people as possible. What would be one piece of advice for my interview skills to get better?
You're great. I have no piece of advice for interview skills. I love it when there's research done and you have like a kind of a deep cut question.
I did my research. I'm a big fan.
Artists appreciate that because they go, oh, they've done their research. You know, from a first question, if it's usually, typically I get, what was it like to work with Elizabeth Shue? But if it's deeper than that or something, what was it like to work with Chris Columbus? I go, oh, okay, there's a little bit of a deeper kind.
And I try to come up with interesting questions because you've gotten questions from anyone and everyone, and I'm like, he doesn't want to hear another of this question.
No,
I
do.
And I'm like, I want to create amazing questions. And it's funny, Keith, I was actually on a live stream with my fans. I said, I don't even know if he's going to let me do an interview, guys, but I always prepare questions just in case. Because I've went to some cons and some people are like, oh yeah, film me, ask me whatever you want. Other times they come with their agents and they're like, you're nobody. You're not interviewing my client.
All right, we're good.
So yeah, I got 2 more questions left.
2 more freaking questions.
So if you could pick any movie car that you could own and it was yours from any movie, what movie car would it be?
Wow, the jet car from Hooper.
Nice. I'm a big
That's
ghost.
a deep cut right there.
I'm a big Ghostbuster fan. So
Echo One.
One day I will sit in an Echo One, or one day I will own an Echo One. This the last question is when if you had a chance to direct, have you ever thought about directing?
Yes, I want to direct.
And so what type of movie would you want to direct?
I love serial comedy. I love black comedy. I love dark comedy. So I like it pretends to be a drama, but stuff in there that you recognize is idiotic human behavior, and we laugh at it. So I like kind of serial comic, I think is
nice. Well, to end this plug time, go ahead and plug anything. What do you got to plug? Any Instagram or YouTube or anything?
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm on Keith Coogan on all the medias. My website is keithcooganonline.com. You can buy dishes are done, man. Autographs.
I saw those. Yeah.
I got Cameo, I'm cheap. Yeah, man, thank you to everybody. Every time you guys, get the DVD or stream it or something like that, it's wonderful. It's appreciated. It's acknowledged.
I'm gonna get him to subscribe to my channel.
And subscribe to his channel.
Yes. And
subscribe. Hit the notification bell because sometimes, he launches something and you don't really get the notification. You want to get right on and watch that next video.
In 2 minutes, I'm getting a picture and an autograph. I cannot help but giggle. This is amazing. Keith Coogan, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Take care.
Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check his stuff out, check out my stuff out. And this is Fears, and this is Keith, and we're out. Peace!
And when was the last time we went out to dinner together, huh? You know what? I'm sick and tired of not being appreciated.
I appreciate you.
Eat shit!